They say loyalty is everything in the streets, but what happens when loyalty gets traded for survival? Behind every viral diss track, every flexed Glock on Instagram, and every free my bro caption, there's betrayal, blood, and bodies buried under the clout. This isn't just rap beef, this is drill warfare. From Wooski flipping from O-Block to STL, to Real Vert leaving his day ones for the Bloodhound, and 600 Breezy switching up from GD roots to BD fame. These are the real stories of drill rappers who switched sides, and the chaos that followed them. Wooski from O-Block BD to STLGD. Early life in O-Block. Wooski, born and raised in the infamous Parkway Gardens, better known as O-Block, was surrounded by black disciples, BDs. His brother, Big Mike, was a respected figure within the BD community. During his early years, Wooski managed to avoid the brewing conflicts with rival neighborhoods. The turning point, the streets talk, and rumors suggest that a young Wooski was involved in the death of Reezy. Some claim he pulled the trigger, others believe he took the fall. Regardless, the pressure was on, and even Big Mike couldn't shield him. This incident forced Wooski to leave O-Block, switch to STL/EBT. Relocating to 63rd Street, home of STL, Wooski began affiliating with the Gangster Disciples, GDs, aligning himself with figures like Tuka and FBG Duck. This move intensified the ongoing war between STL and the BDs. Violence escalates. Wooski allegedly played a role in the death of Patoon, a close associate of King Von. In retaliation, King Von reportedly killed Wooski's cousin, Medell. The beef wasn't just on the streets. It spilled onto social media, with direct disses and name drops fueling the fire. The Computers remix and fallout. Wooski released one of the most disrespectful tracks in drill history, Computers Remix. In it, he took shots at Newski, Dirk, and the BDs. The track became an anthem for his side, but also painted a target on his back. Wooski, Computers Remix. I guess it's war with the police cause ain't no competition. I f***ed her face, then kicked her out, and they ended up kissing. Just like Lil Steve when that 40 clucked him while he was f***ing. It's Tutu Gang, we the motherfucking opposition. I'm so BDK, CPDK, and TYMBK. Boy, go block, we Front Street K and we Brick City K on Foe and Them grave. At a funeral service for Dookie, Wooski was ambushed and shot in the head. Miraculously, he survived, but the incident solidified his status as a top target in Chicago's drill scene. Wooski's switch from BD to GD made him one of the most talked about figures in Chicago drill lore. His name evokes both fear and respect, symbolizing the deadly consequences of gang allegiance shifts. Rel Vert, from Trap City to Bloodhound. Origins in Trap City. Rel Vert hailed from the 67th and 79th area, representing Trap City. He shared a tight bond with his day ones, including Taro. Before his music career took off, Vert was deeply rooted in Trap City's culture. Slow switch to Bloodhounds.
From 67 Trap City and 79 Drill City. My name L'Oreal Perkins.
Most definitely. Glad to have you back here too, Vert.
In my shit, Taro, out from 6 Fresh Cottage to 6 Fresh.
As Vert's fame grew, he began associating with Lil Jeff and the Bloodhounds. Tensions escalated when Z-Money was killed after Lil Jeff failed to return a chain. The streets were watching and alliances were shifting. War starts. Lil Jeff was killed while attempting to slide near Trap City Rob's grandmother's house. Vert faced accusations of playing both sides, leading to distrust from his original crew.
Between you and Vert, right? We seen a lot of pictures of y'all together, you know what I'm saying? It look like y'all down there grew up together. And now, you know, y'all no longer cool. So, can you, kind of break that down for us, however, you would like to?
This is how I'ma lay it out. I'm gonna lay it out like this, like, Vert. That was, I knew I've been knowing Earl for a minute, I've been knowing folks for a long time.
His real name Earl?
Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? Where the f you get real from? But we ain't on that. But on phone them, I've been knowing folks for a minute. He always been older than me. What, Vert? 23?
A few years older
23,
than you?
I'm 20. He always been older than me, but since Emmett Till, man, everybody always treated Vert. Treated him, gang. He never been that type of for real, for real. But his brother them like that. His brother them know that. But he ain't never been that type of T. But literally, he was playing in that middle shit for too long, lying to us like he went up, you know, this your best friend, and you lying to us, and we your real homies. You don't even know dude. You met dude in 2021.
In a candid interview, Tero labeled Vert as a fake, accusing him of lying about his ties with Lil Jeff. He claimed Vert always felt like an outsider within Trap City, music and clout. Vert collaborated with JB Bin Laden and released tracks like Pissed Me Off and Gang, which gained significant attention. However, fans noticed the underlying tension when he brought cameras back to Trap City. Pissed Me Off lyrics. Long live D-Thank. They gave you back a bow, bro. You hear me? Man, what? You ain't get back for your mans. You in the club like he ain't dead. Nike, ski mask for the COVID. The only time you wear it inside my crib, but the Glock 10 was by the bed. I'll give my gun to India before I put it in your hand. The violence didn't stop. Lil Jeff, Lil Scoom, and Carter, all connected to Vert, were killed. The Bloodhounds allegedly retaliated at Carter's sister's funeral. Tero warned that the Bloodhounds might turn on Vert next. Vert didn't hold back. He mocked Trap City, posting crime scenes and even dissed his cousin, FBG Duck. When Mama Duck intervened, Vert coldly replied that he never cared for Duck or 63rd.
I wake up to motherfuckers sending me shit about this goofy little boy, gang. Your ass is goofy, gang. Talking about 67, 83. Like, stop that, gang. Oh, my dead brother, you know what's going on. It's always been a goofy, gang. You just playing them for so long, nigga. You were just finna, oh, my dead brother, nigga. You was finna back those straight in for us, gang. Your ass is a goofy, gang. I'm on this grave, folks. Goof ass little boy. Oh, the world just think so much about you. This gang, you niggas ain't no shit. Your own homie just told me about you, gang. I ain't gonna say shit on my dick. I ain't gonna say nothing because I'll keep between me and him. So I ain't gonna say nothing. Just all I know, look, your homies know you are goofy and they know your ain't right. Once the world find out who you really is, gang, they not gonna like you, gang. Your ass a smirk.
While Vert now represents the Bloodhounds, his roots in Trap City remain a ticking time bomb. His betrayal is etched in diss tracks and funeral memories, serving as a cautionary tale in the drill community. 600 Breezy, from GD upbringing to BD loyalty. Early GD roots.
Which one are you affiliated with? Like Disciple? Okay. So we got GDs with us too. Okay. So was you born into that, or was that like a decision there? It's like on some real shit. Like my pops raised me to be a Destiny Disciple, you feel me? Because that's what he had. So growing up, I was under that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I didn't really know what none of it meant. I didn't know what none of that was. You know what I'm saying? I was just there because that's what my pops telling me to do. But when I grew up to become a man, become my own man, bro, I became BD. Yeah. And I'll tell you, learn about everything else what you learn about.
600. Breezy was raised deep in the streets, where the gangster disciples held heavy influence. His family, his close circle, and even many of the older heads around him were loyal to the GDs. This early environment shaped his identity, his language, his mindset, and even the way he carried himself. Being a GD wasn't just a label, it was a lifestyle baked into his DNA from a young age.
Only doing that because of my pops. My pops is against the disciples. A lot of my family against the disciples, real street. But the other half is BDs, you know what I'm saying? But we don't turn no shit like that. So you gotta think by the age of 18, I was already BD. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it like I only be telling people that shit because, you know, I'm a real, so I be voicing that. Like, yeah, you know, like when I was younger, I was repping that shit. But as like a really in the streets and shit like that, like I was BD. So, you know what I'm saying? Everything I did, I was doing that as what I am. But yeah, that shit, it's like, you know, it's a few pictures. Matter of fact, it's one picture float of me and Young Famous. We was like 12 years old, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know how to throw the rakes up. You know what I'm saying? So they used that picture. They can't find nothing else because I wasn't repping that past 10. I wasn't repping that past 15 like that. So they can't find no other photos of me doing that because that ain't what I was on.
In 2014, Breezy dropped Don't Get Smoked. For LA, my blow. Catch T-Naz, that smoke. 051, you niggas hoes. Ask Fathead about that smoke. 060, tote. 600, my shooters blow in a steamer with your hoe. Brick Squad, don't go JoJo. We win and check the score, but Chicago's streets are never static. As the violence and tension between gangs escalated, Breezy made a choice that shocked many. Instead of staying loyal to his GD roots, he started aligning with the Bloods. This wasn't a quiet switch. Breezy began collaborating heavily with Blood-affiliated rappers like L.A. Capone and Rondo Number 9, showing clear loyalty to the BD side. For some, it was survival. For others, it was clout and opportunity. But the message was clear. Breezy was no longer riding with the gangster disciples. The shift couldn't stay hidden for long. Fans and fellow drill heads began picking up on Breezy's changing vibe, the slang, the crew shoutouts, and even the colors he rocked. His music moved away from GD references and instead leaned heavily into BD loyalty. While Breezy's switch didn't spark the same bloodshed as some other betrayals, it felt like a deep stab in the back to many who had grown up knowing him as a true gangster disciple. This change wasn't just about gang colors. It was a loud declaration that history and loyalty meant less than power and influence.
I got took out with that I got you to love the girl. I tell you the jury on the planes fly out dirty on it. You can see me when they turn the lights out. I stupid bring them pipes out. They pipes. If you ballers bring that ice out. What you say about us? We really fall and bring that J out. Watch L rings, we bring chains out.
Today, 600 Breezy stands as one of the most prominent voices for the Bloods in drill music. His tracks often call out the gangster disciples, continuing the rivalry through lyrics rather than bullets. This transition highlights a new era in drill politics, where clout and alignment often outweigh years of tradition and loyalty. Breezy's story shows how fast the streets can turn, and how in drill rap, your past can be erased with just a few bars. In the world of drill rap, the streets don't care about where you started, only where you stand today. Wooski, Real Vert, and 600 Breezy made life-altering switches, driven by survival, fame, or personal reasons. Their stories are marked by betrayal, revenge, and the relentless pursuit of clout. But remember, the streets never forget, and the price of switching sides is often paid in blood. Who do you think made the most notorious switch? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're hungry for more tales from the drill scene, hit that like button and subscribe for part 2. Stay safe, and until next time, keep your ears to the streets.